just finished spraying some soybeans, so now I'm going to put some drop nozzles on the sprayer and go put some nitrogen on some corn. So let's do this. We've got a chance of rain this evening and tomorrow morning, so that'll be good to put this nitrogen on now, and hopefully we get a little bit of rain to get that nitrogen down in the ground to those roots so that corn can suck it up and then take off and grow. All right, let's see if I can do this with one hand and show you what's going on. So I can have 3 different types of nozzles on here. All I'm gonna do is flip this around, take the blank. I've just got a blank one on here. Take that one off and put this drop nozzle on that one. There you go, that's simple. So I've got, what have I got? 18, I think 18 of them here to put on. Now, because of the row spacing, I have these nozzles on 20-inch spacing, but my corn rows are 30-inch spacing. So we do have a couple of these where we don't have the full nozzle body. We don't need it. Take the blank out and put the drop in. And then I've got another one over here. Okay. So let me put the rest of these on here. And the ones that do not get a drop nozzle, I just need to spin it around to the blank cap so we don't put anything out on those rows. And you know what I did not check is to make sure these things were not stopped up. Oh well, I'll put some water in the sprayer first and turn it on just to make sure I'm getting something out of every nozzle. Keep it between the lines. Don't run over the corn. I don't have the auto steer in this tractor, so I've got to do it myself. Can you see that? Maybe not because of the light. I decided on 35 gallons to the acre. So that's what we're putting out here, 35 gallons. Where the water did not lay or where it is not wet, the corn doesn't look too bad. 35 gallons to the acre, I'm putting 28% nitrogen, not 30%. And that's only because I want sulfur. So to get any sulfur with the nitrogen, you got to drop it back to 28%. So that's giving me 28% nitrogen, 2% sulfur. I'm putting about 105 pounds of actual nitrogen out here. And with what I've already put out here prior to planting and at planting, that gives me about 175 pounds, 180 pounds of nitrogen, actual nitrogen to the acre. I'm shooting for 175 bushels to the acre. That's a good yield for us, especially on this heavier ground. I could maybe push it up to 200 bushels to the acre, but that's very seldom. It's got to be very good ground, and I've only got one farm that's like that drains well, sandier soils. This farm that I've got the corn on, it's heavier ground, so 175, 200 would let it out. But this is what hurts us when we get down to this end. Gets a little bit heavier. Water wants to lay around here a little bit longer, so you can see just doesn't look as good. Got about a half acre here like that. I've got, what did I plant? I think it was right around 30,000 kernels to the acre is my plant population. That's not final stand, that is what I planted. I would like to see this corn a little bit taller before I put this nitrogen on it, but by the time it gets a little bit taller, I will be harvesting wheat, hopefully. So I'm just going to do it now. And as I said earlier, with a chance of rain this evening and tomorrow morning, this is a good time to get it on here. Now, I have seen it, now this is no-till ground, so that wouldn't hurt me, but I have seen it where you wait that extra 4 or 5 days for the corn to get a little bit taller, and then you get too much rain, and if it's tilled ground, then you're not getting out on it for another 3 or 4 days, and then by that time, it's sticking above the tractor wheels, and you're knocking some over, and it's just not good. Been there, done that. Hey, I think I just mentioned a couple days ago about, you know, how good our wheat crop looked. And the only thing we had to worry about at this point was hail. Well, guess what? My wife just sent a text to me to say, hey, we've got hail at home. Well, I just looked at the radar. A thunderstorm popped up out of nowhere. Pretty strong thunderstorm, but it was a quick mover, and yeah, it moved through. I just left the farm. There was no rain down there. The neighbor had just gotten in the field to start cutting wheat this afternoon. I have not started yet, but it looks like that storm stayed just to the north of us as far as being at the farm and affecting our wheat crop down there. But yeah, as I'm heading north here, I see the puddles of water. The storm has already cleared out. It was a quick moving storm, but yeah, hail. And as I'm pulling in my driveway, I can see some of the leaves and limbs down in the driveway. So I don't know if that was from the hail or from the wind. But yep, we've got it. I mean, nothing major, but yeah, a few leaves in the driveway here, a few limbs. Okay, it's Friday evening. It's adult beverage time. Oh, I do have a limb, a little larger limb down in the yard, so they must have gotten some wind here as well. All right, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Friday evening, I left my other camera in the truck, so I'm using my phone, and you're getting a glare here on the back side. So I'm going to say, see ya.